For decades, native birth rates have been in steady decline. This is not a crisis. This is an opportunity. Younger, more fertile populations are needed to sustain economic growth, fund entitlement programs, and maintain a vibrant workforce. Fortunately, we have a ready supply. This process is called demographic transition. Some call it replacement. We call it sustainability. Your community may look different now. That's okay. It's supposed to. Thank you for your cooperation. Continued replacement is vital for the future. Please do not resist the change. Resistance is economically illiterate. Good afternoon. Welcome to anyone who's here. I don't see,
W the logos.
Thank you, Clarence. Appreciate that, man. $20. Thank you. Is the chat? Am I live? I don't see the chat moving. Oh well. Probably gonna be a pretty short stream today. I don't have a ton of stuff to look at or talk about. And there's a lot of other people streaming right now, so probably not gonna have too many people in here. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Clarence. Appreciate that, man. I have some notes today. Not too much, though. Let's see. What do I got? Oh, there's probably some new people here because Hello Listener and Light of Tabor shared my last video. And Potato also played one of my videos on his stream. So welcome to any new people. Appreciate you coming over. Hey, Bree. Getting serious, pulling out the notebook? Nah, it's not serious. One thing that I was thinking about. Let me get some coffee. Hang on. I was thinking about how suddenly it's kind of weird that all of these tech platforms like YouTube and Twitter and whatever else are suddenly allowing people to speak about noticing And I don't think that's just a coincidence. I think it's intentional. I think it's like a good analogy is like a rubber band around your wrist, and it's getting stretched out when noticing. And pretty soon, it's going to let go and snap against your wrist. It's it's almost like they're using it to build a database of people who wrong think. But it is good though to see so many people noticing. When I open Twitter, it's just that's like all it is. And see a lot more on YouTube now too. But I'm not going to stop talking about it. I do think we should come up with a code word to use though, because I've already had a couple of streams taken down by YouTube. I don't know if it was for that or something else. One of the ones that got taken down was the one about Indians and migrants. So I don't know. But the code word that I'm thinking that might be good is chicken swingers. I think that might be a good one. Chicken swingers because it's one of the many ways that they think that they can trick God. They can sin as much as they want and transfer their sins to a chicken. And then beat it to death by swinging it against a hard object. You like that one? Yep. They like to try to trick God. That's just one of the many ways. Speaking of chicken swingers, something that I've been noticing on Twitter is that they're going to start allowing you to region lock. And all the posts that I've seen about it, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to block India. Which is kind of weird because, like I said, a lot of people, there's just so much noticing going on Twitter. But about that, everyone's just saying they're going to block India. Blocking India is good. I'll probably do that too. But the chicken swingers are definitely on the top of the list for me, not India. that's about it for my notes. I heard some very sad news the other day. One of my subscribers passed away. I don't know who all is here, but some of you might know him, Pat from up north. And he was an early subscriber, and a really friendly guy. So rest in peace, Pat. May his memory be eternal. Unfortunately, I wish that I had a chance to talk to him outside of comments, but like through email or something. I don't really know what happened. I just heard about it from someone else. I don't think he really knew what happened either. Yeah, that's it for my notes. Let's take a quick ad break.
Hey folks, welcome to my brand new 15 square foot smart pod. This is the future, baby. No mortgage, no maintenance, no stress. As you can see, I own nothing. And let me tell you, I have never been happier. The best part? The pod locks from the outside for my own safety. I don't even have a key. Why would I? That means no burglars and no leaving. Efficiency at its finest. They deliver the bugs through this little slot twice a day. Printed steak on Tuesdays. Sometimes I press my face against the glass and watch the other pods. Everybody looks so happy. I used to want things. A house, a yard, a future. But that was selfish. Now I own nothing. And I am so happy.
Tired of watching your body betray you? Liver spots, wrinkles, that pathetic fading libido. You didn't claw your way to the top to die like the cattle. Introducing Elite Blood Boys. Sustainably sourced, ethically harvested, kosher, and clinically proven to reverse aging. Each boy is carefully selected for purity and low social credit score. One treatment and you'll feel ready for the next Bilderberg, the next WEF panel, the next ritual. Elite Blood Boys, because you will own nothing and you will be immortal.
Jeez, those were some dark ads. Sorry, guys. I gotta take what sponsors I can get, though, so. Let's look at Twitter. That's always fun.
What is the crime?
Bree suggested this one. This is wild.
What is the crime? Because according to my knowledge of history, the enemies of Israel who have been persecuted, the Israelis, the Jewish people of this world have been persecuted for 5,000 years. But for the last 2,000 years, most of the persecution has come from white, European-centric Christians. That's been your enemy. No Palestinian helped to build Auschwitz. No Palestinian stood on the docks of New York City when boatloads of Jewish refugees trying to escape the Holocaust came here to be protected by this country and were turned away at the docks in New York and sent back to Germany to die. No Palestinian did that. No Palestinian ran the Spanish Inquisition. Your enemy is not the Palestinian people. It is white Christian European people who have been slaughtering Jews for the last 2,000 years. And let's just call it for what it is. But why are they in an open air prison? Why are 2 million of them in an open air prison?
That's just so retarded that I don't even know what to say to that. We are enemies, but he's got it a little bit backwards. The chicken swingers are indeed our enemies. Thankfully, MSNBC and Michael Moore are completely irrelevant now. They need to say something so outrageous like that just to get any attention.
What is the crime? Because according
Shut up. Shut up. So this says how it feels to tell Shawty I'm experiencing negative cash flow instead of I'm broke. I like that. I'm going to start saying that. But I don't understand why people still think that like Charlie Sheen is cool. He's one of the biggest degenerates you'll ever see. He either married or was dating a troon and got AIDS from him. Was a massive drug addict and probably into the even more sick stuff that, Epstein file type stuff. So I'd like people to stop pretending that he's like cool or whatever. Let's check in on sweet chocolate candy. Got to every stream at least once.
Eminem is having his Hillary Clinton hot sauce moment. Now, if you don't remember what that moment was, back in 2016, she was doing the obligatory round, does the obligatory thing. We're obligatory. Obligatory to say, this is a terrible thing that happened.
The obligatory gangster.
Obligatory, the obligatory. Obligatory, we're obligatory. Eminem is...
Thank you, Candy. Here we have John Podesta of Pizzagate fame. I think he's been on the Elite Blood Boys. And so here's a little clip about it.
Let me welcome you, John, and say, you look at the old footage, you're one of those people that looked older when you were young. Now you look a little young that you're older. I don't know how you did it.
It's a fountain of youth, Ari. It's good to be with you. And by the way, given that introduction, I have to say I'd rather be in this seat than Paul Manafort's seat right now.
Let me welcome you, John.
He's definitely on Elite Blood Boys. Creepy. We got an Alex Jones clip. I'm honestly not a huge Alex Jones fan. He does get some things right, but I do think he's hilarious. So here's a funny clip from him.
I notice your kids both look retarded. They do. Your kids look like retards. How many frickin' shots you giving them, you little... And they start freaking out. I go, yeah, I bet your kid was pretty smart till you gave him all those shots, but you worship. They start crying. I go, good. A couple other guys go, hey, buddy, I'll beat your asses too. Because I'm not going to kiss your asses anymore, you little scumbags. While you... I notice your kids both look...
So good. Oh, here's another one. I think I might have a couple more, actually.
Liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia.
Oh, man. Oh, here's a chicken swinger. Be a chicken swinger. Sin all year. Transfer your sins to a chicken. Torture the chicken and kill it. The chicken goes to hell instead of you. Yay, we fooled God. Yeah, he really does. The liberal one, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, when he starts screaming, especially, it's absolutely hilarious. Here we have a Chinese woman. And she's kissing the Wailing Wall. And this is what she wrote. In America, you must kiss Jew Wall if you want be prosperity. Dear Jew Wall, I'm soon finish engineer. I'm here kiss wall, so make me most powerful and prosperity. Please deposit 100 billion USD in my bank account so my ancestor be looked down from cloud. Big smile on face. Thank. I don't know if any of you remember it, but one of the sponsors that I've had, I played the ad for, was the Jeweler's Loop. So that you can see the chicken swingers in your cash. But a lot of people probably thought that was a joke. But here's proof that it's not. So it might be kind of hard to see, but if you hold a mirror, it makes a devil face with horns and the EU flag.
announcing the birth of trapping our souls in the earth. The dollar bill symbolism shows you this. If we translate these words from Latin, it says announcing the birth of the new world order. Draw a 6-pointed star, you get ASNOM, which spells Mason. The word Mason means build. Building the new world order. And here we see the ground or the earth. They're building the new world order on the earth. The New World Order is a pyramid scheme with only a few elite people with true hidden esoteric knowledge, symbolized as light and the eye of consciousness. The rest of society will be hidden in dull, dark stone bricks, symbolizing heavy, weighed down consciousness. People who lack self-awareness and they are identifying with their heavy physical body and ego. Their aim is simple: to limit the human mind so that you do not figure out who you are, what you are. Keep your consciousness locked in a 3D state so you do not ascend from this plane. Everything this matrix does is to trick you into believing you are a physical being. So when you die, you are still addicted to the worldly pleasures and you will reincarnate yourself back to this plane. To learn more about consciousness, this...
That's a little new agey for me, but I think the masonry stuff is sort of right. That was just a reply to this video. I hadn't watched that before. This is sort of related to that. What up, League? Good to see you, man. So, in Iran, they burned a statue of Baal. And they seem to understand this stuff a lot more than Westerners do. That the chicken swingers are really praying to Baal. And if you look on, you can't really see it here. Hang on. Oh, come on. The TV is blocking the edge of it. Oh, you can kind of see it there. They have a obelisk, which is a Freemasonic symbol. And then they also have the Freemason G and the chicken swinger star. So they can see the connection here. But if you mention this kind of stuff to people over here, they think you're like a conspiracy theorist. So yeah, you get the point. Muslims are our enemy, but the chicken swingers are even more so. Netanyahu said Iran burned the statue of Baal to declare war on us. We are watching what is happening. I need to grab some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Ever get a headache that just won't stop? Like your skull's a prison and thoughts are the inmates rioting? Aspirin? Nah, that's for boomers. Introducing Mind Melt. The pill that doesn't just kill the pain, it kills everything. Head hurts, make it melt. Feel the melt, your worries gone, memories liquefied, that promotion you wanted, who cares? Mind Melt dissolves the ache, and the you that's aching. Mind Melt, because sometimes oblivion is the best medicine.
All right. Let's see what else we got.
Hate is hate. It's evil. Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing. Nothing. Charlie always would say very clearly, Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor, how could you hate that place? How could you hate the Jewish people?
I got a lot of brain rot. The assassination of my husband was heavy, but what really upsets me is when people don't like Israel.
Loves Israel. And let me also give a very special thanks to someone who truly loves Israel. In fact, loves it so much that my daughter converted. My daughter converted. I didn't know this was going to happen. And Ivanka's here. And let me also give a
disgusting. I don't hate them. I love them so much. I want them to give up their evil ways and bow before Christ the King. Let's look up let's look up who his faith advisor for his cabinet is, in case you guys haven't seen her before. I'm sure most of you have.
Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. For I hear victory, 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 victory in the corridors of heaven. In the corridors of heaven, victory, 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 victory. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda aka ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike didi ashata. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here.
All right, that's about enough of that. Holy moly. So much wrong with that. So much wrong with that. She sounds like that guy who said he's never done cocaine. Yeah. Absolutely insane and retarded. Protestant woman prattle. Gross.
Hate is hate.
Bombshell leaked audio. Arizona RNC committeewoman Liz Harris claims Tapusa is controlled by Mossad. Harris also names Alex Jones and Steve Bannon as being Mossad assets.
The other very delicate thing we have going on is all this stuff with Israel. Now, Thaler is Jewish. Breger is Jewish. Like, when I say Jewish, I mean, like, not, they're very Jewish, meaning very, Bev Goldstein, like, there's so many names I can throw out that I do believe when we look at Turning Point and we look at all of this, I do see Mossad. I see. There again. There's so many other things where I'm connecting dots. I think Alex Jones is controlled by them. Charlie Kirk's controlled by them. Steve Bannon. I can't believe nobody's killed me. I really can't. I have no idea why.
Because God is protecting right now. There's a lot of people that are surprised are not dead right now, but nobody gets to do anything unless God gives it permission.
And I'm with you, Liz. I mean, I've already had people show up to my door from what I've exposed, but I'm still alive. We're meant to be alive. So,
yeah, so I don't know if that's real. It's just audio. But
the other
sounds pretty accurate.
What did
someone had Grok fix this anti-chicken swinger or pro-chicken swinger Super Bowl commercial. And Grok fixed it up for him. As most of you probably know, I hate AI slop, but it has its uses.
What did you say to me?
Nina!
Too late! Get in! Wow! Cry, baby. Chicken from my hair. Delicious. What?
So retarded.
All right, y'all.
This is really stupid, but I found it really funny for some reason. If you can't handle someone gagging, you might want to look away for a minute or two.
All right, y'all. This is my third attempt at trying to rank this food. Let's see. A baked bean pizza with eggs. That's fucking disgusting. That's 8. A cookie hamburger. I ate the fuck out of that. That's number 1. Frosty Flakes of cheese. I don't know what the thought about that cheese and that milk, but that's making me fucking sick. That's a 6. Is that hot dog Wheaties? That's a 9. That's disgusting. An octopus in a chicken. That's a 10. Get that out here. Okay, look at that. Sorry, that 7. I fucking hate fish, y'all. Clam chowder. That's a 5. Ham and bananas. What the fuck is that? Cheese? That's a 4. That ain't that. It could be worse. Noodles and oranges. Who the fuck would eat that? But I mean, it's a 3. What is that? Modi pigs? Oh, baloney. That's 2.
Gotta have a little bit of something funny in between talking about chicken swingers. Here's some more gross food.
Сегодня мы тестим курачино, смесь курицы гриль и капучино.
Ваш бодрящий курачино.
Grilled chicken cappuccino.
Со вкусом петушкового молочка. Раф на петушковом молочке. О, это же курачино. Сочетание капучино вкуснейшего и куры гриль. Свежий бодрящий курачино пьется утром с первыми петушками. Сегодня мы тестим.
I think that might catch on. Might start seeing that at Starbucks pretty soon.
So before
So the why are you gay African guy started making skits, and they're pretty funny. Here's one of them.
So before I give you this job, I just want to check if you're straight or not.
Okay, sir.
What does tea mean?
Sir, tea is a beverage that you share with a friend.
Okay. Drag?
Drag. Oh, drag is when you like roast someone, you know, like I'm roasting my friends. Bro, I'm dragging you.
I think you're doing pretty well. Next, I want to show you. You know this?
Oh.
What magazine was that?
What magazine?
Okay. Wow, so far so good. I just have one last question for you.
Yes, sir.
What color is this?
Sir?
What color is this?
Sir, it's fuchsia, sir.
Now I got you.
No, sir, no, it's clearly a shade of...
I think we're done. Thank you for coming.
Sir, it has nothing to do with...
Cheers.
Sir, please, I really need this job.
We're done. Jiu-jitsu?
Yes, bro.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
No, man. That's gay.
No, it's not.
Jiu-jitsu is gay.
It's not gay, bro. Honestly, it's not gay.
Men rolling.
Yeah.
That's gay.
No, like even when like with the...
I would say it on camera.
No.
Jiu-jitsu is gay.
No. So look, if someone's going to attack you, the way to defend yourself in jiu-jitsu would be to get into guard and...
See how gay you look.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty gay.
Jiu-jitsu.
I love that guy. Evening, Alex. Good to see you. It's evening here. It's after 5.
And in fact, I followed up with the former, and in fact, I followed up with the former Prime Minister, Naftali Bennett, and what he told me is that Mossad has not been active in the United States or against the United States since the Jonathan Pollard scandal of 1987, when a U.S. Army contractor who's actually working for the Navy revealed classified information to the Israeli government. He was prosecuted by the United States government and ended up in prison for almost 30 years. And so Israel since then has not spied on the United States with Mossad. And in fact,
Look how big his Yamkul is. It's like taking up his whole head. I wish I could do an impression of him as good as Jim Bob, but I don't think anybody can beat that. Oh, we got more candy.
I assumed everyone was just doing things and she was gathering herself and she was like at home in the fetal condition. Nope, she was in the office every day. I assumed everyone was just doing things and she was gathering herself and she was like at home in the fetal condition. Nope, she was in the office every day. I assumed everyone was just doing things and she was gathering. I assumed everyone was just doing things and she was gathering herself and she was like at home in the fetal condition. Nope, she was in the
I was muted, sorry. She's at home in the fetal condition. I kind of want to listen to this one more time.
Liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia.
I gotta get that on a soundboard so I can just play it whenever I want. Think some of you probably missed the PSA at the beginning, so I'm just going to play that again real quick. For decades, native birth rates have been in steady decline. This is not a crisis. This is an opportunity. Younger, more fertile populations are needed to sustain economic growth, fund entitlement programs, and maintain a vibrant workforce. Fortunately, we have a ready supply. This process is called demographic transition. Some call it replacement. We call it sustainability. Your community may look different now. That's okay. It's supposed to. Thank you for your cooperation. Continued replacement is vital for the future. Please do not resist the change. Resistance is economically illiterate. All right, I'm running out of stuff to look at. Burned through all my Twitter stuff. Here's another vindication for conspiracy theorists. They just keep getting vindicated over and over.
A new peer-reviewed study was recently released that formally challenges the official ruling on Kurt Cobain's death. The paper, published in the International Journal of Forensic Sciences, presents a forensic argument that the death was a homicide. It's an academic report written by a team of specialists, including ballistic experts, chemists, and medical examiners. Although this study was published in a smaller open access journal, not the major industry standard. However, the lead author, Brian Burnett, is a heavyweight. He's a court-accepted expert in gunshot residue, who's previously published in the top-tier Journal of Forensic Sciences. In this new report, they analyzed the original autopsy, the shotgun mechanics, and the crime scene photos. Their conclusion is that the official police narrative is scientifically impossible. The report breaks down 4 specific technical areas that they argue point to foul play: the gun, the blood, the drugs, and the position of the body. First is the gun. The police have always stated that Kurt gripped the barrel with his left hand to steady it. But this new study argues that is physically impossible with the specific weapon. Kurt used a Remington Model 11 shotgun. The gun has a mechanical quirk. The barrel has to slide backward to kick out the empty shell when you fire. The experts state that if you held the barrel, like the police say Kurt did, the gun jams. It cannot eject the shell because your hand blocks the movement. However, at the scene, the shell was ejected and found lying on the floor. The study concludes that for the shell to eject, Kurt's hand could not have been gripping the barrel. And if his hand wasn't on the barrel, they argue that he couldn't have pulled the trigger in the manner described by police. Second is the blood evidence. When a shotgun is fired that close, it creates a backspatter, spray of blood back onto the weapon and the shooter. The study notes that there was blood inside the vents on the end of the gun. However, Kurt's left hand, which was supposedly gripping that exact spot, was completely clean. No blood spray. The authors say that if his hand was there, it would have been covered in evidence, but it wasn't. Third is the toxicology. We know Kurt had a massive amount of heroin in his system. The study claims it was enough to knock him out in seconds. The experts allege that it is highly unlikely he could have injected that much heroin, put his drug kit away, rolled down his sleeves, and then picked up a gun before passing out. They also point to a mark on Kurt's arm. They describe a puncture wound that looks like it came from a different type of needle than the ones found in his kit. They suggest this could be evidence that someone else administered the injection. And then there is the note. For years, fans have argued about the handwriting, and this study scrutinizes the top half of the letter, which reads like a letter about quitting the band and matches Kurt's handwriting. But the bottom 4 lines, the only part that actually mentions taking his life, the report says the writing style completely shifts, becoming larger, suggesting a second author. Finally, they allege the body was moved. They analyzed how the blood dried on Kurt's clothes. They argue that gravity tells the story. The blood flow suggests his hand was initially hanging forward, but it was found lying flat. They also noticed his pants were bunched up high on his legs, which they say is consistent with the body being dragged by the feet. The paper concludes with a definitive statement in the abstract, reading, Kurt Cobain was a homicide victim. His body was moved and staged. Now, the Seattle police have stood by the ruling for 30 years, and despite this new 10-point forensic report, the authorities are standing their ground. When contacted by the Daily Mail, a spokesperson for the Kings County Medical Examiner's Office said they've seen, quote, nothing to date that would warrant reopening the case. The Seattle Police Department was even more blunt, stating, quote, our detective concluded that he died by suicide, and this continues to be the position held by this department. But the publication of this paper marks the first time forensic experts have put their names on a peer-reviewed document challenging that ruling. Ultimately, the official ruling stands. The Seattle police consider this a closed case. Critics of the new report argue that the journal itself is a lower-tier publication that lacks the rigorous peer review of major academic titles. But at the end of the day, this is a subject that's been highly debated for years. Fans will look at the official story, weigh the credibility of this new report, and decide for themselves. That's your latest update right here.
Pretty interesting. A lot of people have been saying that for a long time since it happened. I think I am out of stuff to put on. And I went through all of my notes. Oh, actually there is one. I'll skip that one. If you guys want to, let's do a ghetto raid. See who's live. Chris is live. Here's a link to Mr. Chris Lestrange. Some of you guys know him. Go and say hello over there if you want to. Thank you guys. I appreciate you very much. Bloody Clarence, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate that.